Can you hear me now? I mean, it's showing that my microphone is going. If anybody in the chat can hear me, please let me know. I'm just waiting to find out if anybody can hear me. It's showing it move. Okay, I'm being told that now people can hear me. I don't know what was happening with the microphone. Weird. Okay. Please, in the chat, let me know that you can hear me. I'm gonna keep talking, I guess. Way to lose the momentum of the stream. I feel super embarrassed now. Okay, you can hear me? That's good. One of these days I'd like to have a live stream where everything goes right. But I guess that's never gonna happen. Shoot, now I'm just feel super embarrassed and I just am gonna stand here and flounder. So, sorry. Well, what we had planned for today was to, put these pins onto some backer cards. Hopefully we can, hold on. I'm gonna be hitting my microphone. Hopefully we can get that going again, I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what the old pins looked like. These are the new pins. I had my pins redone. Here's one that's not on a backer card. Let me see if I can get him held up to the camera a little bit. So, it's hard to see, but the printing on these ones are a lot better. I'm not a huge fan of how big the clear border is on it, but that's whatever. If you look at the back though, you can see how on the ones that I didn't like, or that where they kept breaking off, it's like the printing is just like raw and open. And on this one, they printed on the front of the acrylic and then domed it with epoxy, so even if that pin back falls off, it's not going to take the design with it. The pin backs that they used are a lot smaller too. It's also got that metal spike on there, so it's not going to like rotate when it gets pinned in, so they're better. They're better for sure. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna be putting these on the backer cards so that I can have them ready for Otakon. Also, look, the backs are hearts. Cute. In addition to the backer cards, I also have these little plastic baggies we're gonna be putting them in. Not that, that was the card that was in it, so I could test to make sure I grabbed the right bags. These ones here. So we're just gonna put them on the card, then put the card in the baggie, and they'll be ready to go. I think I ordered 50 pins. So... just like that. So we'll just get going on that, see how far we can get in probably about an hour. Oh, I've got this little foam thing that should help me stick the pins through the pin board, backer board. Yeah, that'll work. Quality entertainment here. There we go. Got some plastic bags going. Let's see if we can get some stuff done. I am in a con crunch, trying to get... I've got about a little over 2 weeks to go before Otakon, and I'm trying not to panic about it because I don't have as much done as I would like. We just got back about a week ago from Anime ID, the Idaho anime convention that we went to. That was pretty good. I got what I wanted out of it, which was, I mean, we didn't get like a ton of sales, but I did manage to pay off my expenses, and we had a pretty chill weekend. It was a pretty good convention, considering it was a first con. There were some issues, but it wasn't too bad. I noticed that as far as issues go, they definitely need to invest on some more signage. Some people didn't know where they were going when they got to the fairgrounds. We didn't. When we showed up, we had no idea where the parking lot was that we were supposed to be in. We didn't know where we were going. We drove in a big circle and finally figured it out. We only figured it out because I looked at the street view of the venue ahead of time, and we could kind of get our bearings that way, but there were no signs. I went out, I think, on day 2 and was kind of wandering around, and there were some attendees that were just like, trying to get into locked doors and stuff because they didn't know where to go to pick up their badges. There really wasn't very much signage. So that was one thing I think they could do better on. But other than that, it was pretty good, I guess. Hello, Nikki! Welcome in! We're just putting these pins on cards. I'll have these pins, I'll have a couple enamel pins, some wooden pins. Otakon is doing a pin trading thing this year. I'm not exactly sure what they're calling it, but basically these are not pins for that. I will not get those pins until I check in for Otakon. But what they had artists do was purchase enamel pins, and they're hoping to get some pin trading going, kind of like Disney style. So everybody purchased pins that kind of followed a theme. The theme this year was like Vaporwave. And then Otakon has a bunch of pins too. So I think the idea is that you can buy pins and then trade them off the Otakon pin boards, or collect the pins that the other artists have, since they're limited and just for Otakon. Should be interesting. The pin that I did for that is like a little bunny holding like a super soaker. Super cute. These here are just replacements for those pins that we tried to fix and they didn't work. I would have liked to have them for Anime ID. The initial plan with the first set was to have them for Anime ID. But since they didn't work, I had to reorder them from a different company, and they showed up the day that we were driving to the convention. I got a notification on my phone saying that they had been delivered and we were already halfway there, so... As far as things go, I don't know. I have some horns in the pressure pot right now. Some little horn hair clips. I'm trying to get some new mastards made because I need a few more molds. The best-selling horns that I took with me were actually the little ones that were on the hair clips. And a lot of people were asking for more red and black. And I think a few people wanted some white ones, but red seemed to be the color that everybody wanted. And I think I only had like 1 or 2, and I sold them real quick. And so then people were still asking for red, and I didn't have any. So I've got to make some more red horns, but I didn't have any more molds. My molds had been burnt up. They've been used up. So I'm trying to get some more molds made. I've also got some little antler dudes, little mini antlers that I'm going to put on some hair clips too. So I'm trying to get those made pretty soon so that they can be out of the way. Maybe if I can get those made, then our next stream can be me putting them on cards. If I don't just go full panic mode like I did last time and just not stream for a couple weeks because I'm just like trying to get stuff done and freaking out. Which is always possible. I'm worried that I'm either gonna have not enough stuff or too much stuff for Otakon. My goal is to like pay back my trip and then have some money to maybe fly my friend out to come help me with like another convention. But I don't know. For my second con back, it's a really big one. I'm really just don't know what to expect. I'm a little worried because I didn't, some of the things that I thought were gonna sell at Anime ID didn't sell. And so now I just don't know if what I'm bringing is even gonna sell. But I don't want to take it back with me. I need to sell it. I thought the ghosts would do really well, and I didn't actually have a lot of people do the ghosts. We had one couple that came back a few times. And we had a few people do it, but not like I thought. I mean, I made like the gacha machine held like 170. Plus I had extras left over that weren't in capsules. And I think I sold maybe 15. We only had one person pull a gold capsule out and win a free spin. Which tells you, considering the odds of that happening, I think was 1 in 9? 1 in 10? Something like that. So didn't have a lot of people doing that, which is kind of disappointing. I won't have a spinny gacha at Otakon, it'll be blind bags, because I just don't have a way to bring that huge thing on a plane. Every market is different. Yeah, that's true. That is true, and there's going to be like a billion trillion people there compared to Idaho is a very small convention. I'm not exactly sure how many people were there, but it was very small. I did have some people that like remembered me from like vending like anime bonsai, which is a convention here in Utah, and so that was pretty surprising. It was kind of exciting that people still remembered me. I thought nobody cared or they had forgotten. It's been a while. One person told me they didn't even know the convention was happening except for that they saw a Facebook post from my page. And then they were like, oh, there's a new convention, so we'll go check it out. So that was pretty cool. Everybody at that convention was really nice. It was fun. Met a bunch of people, did some art trades. Found a really good Mexican restaurant to eat at. Did you feel good about the outcome of the con? I think so. I think I got what I wanted out of it. I was able to practice my table layout, try out some new things that I hadn't tried before, made back the cost that it cost me to get there and get the table and stuff, plus a little bit extra to like pay off some bills. And we hung out all weekend, and I don't know, I had a good time, so I think I got out of it what I was expecting. I did record some stuff for a vlog, I just don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to get that edited and together. Probably not until after Otakon. Because then I'll have some time off to like do that kind of stuff. I think I'm just gonna be in absolute panic mode for the next couple weeks. Is there anybody in the chat that was at the convention? I don't know if I gained any new followers or not. I gave out a lot of business cards. One thing I noticed at the Anime Idaho that I hadn't seen before, and I don't know if it was because it was at a fairground and it was something they were able to get from the fairground or something somebody already had, or if they rented them, but they had like a couple like fair games, which I thought was kind of cute. They had some cornhole, and they had one of those strength games where you like hit the hammer and try to get it to go up and ding the bell. And they also had a dunk take. Your bats are so cute. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. These definitely look better than the other ones that I wasn't happy with. Those other ones will probably go into a mystery bag at some point. but I don't know when, because I don't know if I want to put mystery bag things in that have like things that I'm already trying to sell. Because what if somebody bought one of the nicer ones and then pulled one of the crappy ones out of the mystery bag? So I don't know how I want to do that. I've got some like B-grade enamel pins and stuff too that are of the designs that I'm still trying to sell, and I don't know if I should hold on to them until like I don't have those designs anymore, or if I should just mystery bag them anyway. I don't know. I wanted to do some mystery bags with like some of my old prints, but I'm having a hard time finding bags big enough for my prints to go into. So far, all of these have been good. I haven't come across any that have like had like epoxy mixing or pegs coming off, so that's good. Don't want any B grades if I can help it. The keychains that I ordered from the same company, which I don't have handy right now, I ordered them with different colored attachments that like matched the color of the keychain that I had printed, and they ended up sending me all of the same color attachment and all white, and I don't think that looks very good. I got a hold of them and I think they're sending me the colors that I actually ordered. But that means I'm gonna have to sit there and like reassemble all the keychains, which is gonna be annoying. But I have to put them on backer cards anyway, so I guess it is what it is. Hopefully they come in time for me to do that, so I'm not doing them like last minute at my friend's house or something, or they don't come at all, I'm not sure. I don't need any more things that I can't sell. I told them I needed them before I traveled, so hopefully they come. The popsicle keychains are also in limbo because I ordered those and half of them showed up the wrong size. So I contacted that company. They're supposedly reprinting and sending the ones to me that are the wrong size, and I told them I needed them by a certain time, so hopefully those show up for Otakon. Or else I'll only be selling the ones that came and were the correct size. I'm just not having a lot of luck with things made out of acrylic. I have decided, though, from now on, that when I get things made out of acrylic, I'm going to have them put the epoxy on both sides, because that means they have to peel the little... there's usually like a film, either on the front or the back, and you have to peel it off if they send it to you with it still attached, usually. And I don't want to do that, but if I tell them to put epoxy on both sides, then they have to peel it off. These don't have any of the clear stuff on it because they had to peel it off to put the pin backs on. But some of the keychains I have ordered have crap, I've got to peel off. I don't know if I should bring all 50 of these to Otakon or like half of them. Like, I have no idea what to expect and how much stuff I think I'm gonna sell. They're not, I mean, they're original characters, so most people don't want that kind of stuff. But also I needed to make sure that most of what I was bringing was original characters because of their 50-50 rule. And I'm really worried about the chibi badges. I can kind of understand why people pay way more money to get the unlimited booth, so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. And maybe if I ever get in again and have an idea of what I'm doing, maybe I'll want to do that. But then I would be shipping way more than just one box out to my friend. Because then you have to try to fill a 10 by 10 booth. And that's a lot of stuff. Is it expensive to ship? Yeah, it can be. The box that I just shipped, I think if I had paid normal price would have been like $102. But I shipped it through Pirate Ship, which I guess gives you a discount, so it ended up costing me about $56 instead, which is still quite a bit of money, but it's better than $102. It would have been $125 if I had taken it as a third suitcase. So... not cheap, but I guess you're expected to just make that money up in sales. And it would have been a little bit less if I hadn't put insurance on it, but I put a bunch of insurance on it. Because if it gets lost, I want to get paid for what gets lost. There's a lot of labor in that box. I've got to start drawing some more chibi badges. I've got a few series that I kind of have an idea of what to do, but if anybody's got some suggestions, let me know. Some of the chibis that I took to Anime ID did not sell. They're, I think, older ones that nobody cares about anymore. So I need to replace them with different ones. I still haven't decided whether or not they would sell better as stickers or just leave them as the chibi badges. Some people did think that they were stickers. I only had 1 or 2 people that after I told them they were badges and not stickers didn't want them anymore. So I don't know. We'll see it maybe how things go at a convention that has more people at it. I get a better spread of opinions. We just finished 7 Deadly Sins. I have not watched that one. Was it good? Is it worth making chibis of? I think I probably have time to make maybe 3 or 4 series if I really pushed it. Probably closer to maybe 2 or 3 series, new series, depending on how many characters for each series I have to do. Has Been Hotel has to be one of them. Everybody wants that. There was a lot of cosplayers for that one. It's on Netflix. I'll have to watch it. I do have the Netflix. I keep debating whether or not I should sign up for Crunchyroll to get some more anime viewing in. If I'm gonna start going to anime conventions again, I should probably be up to speed on some of the animes. They're coming, they're starting to encroach. Let's see here. I'm probably about halfway, maybe a little over halfway with these guys. We'll probably just go until I'm done with these because I don't have any other busy work handy. I need to get some molds going, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing afterwards, and that's messy business. I'm trying to center them, but I'm not doing a very good job sometimes. So I've got to be making some horn hair clips in the next couple days. Does anybody have any color suggestions other than red and black? I know that a lot of people requested red and black. Let's see. But there's got to be some other colors that people like. I don't know if I have any more purple, so maybe some more purple, maybe some more blue. Glittery ones. Maybe some like metallic silver ones might be kind of cool. I know that I don't have a ton of clippy bits to glue them to, so I can't make like a million of them, but I will make as many as I can. I didn't sell as many, like, antlers and goat horns as I thought I might. I don't know if I sold any ears. No, I sold at least one pair of ears. Some guy bought them instead of troll horns. He said he wanted them. He needed troll horns for his cosplay, and the orange ears was as close as he could find. The orange goat horns, I think, might have been better choice, but who am I to say? It was his decision. I used to paint up some yellow ones with the orange tips and stuff so they would look like troll horns, but I didn't know that anybody still cosplayed that kind of stuff. Maybe I need to paint up some yellow ones with some orange tips. I think a lot of people also just assumed that my cat ears were pony ears, which I can see that a lot of them are pastel colors, but I mean, they weren't designed as pony ears. I have a lot of people buy them for their pony cosplays, but you can wear them as cat ears or fox ears. I've had people buy them as fox ears. They're just generic animal ears. I tried designing some rabbit ears. I never finished them though. I ran into trouble when it came to molding them. They were getting locked. And I would always just put it off, trying to solve that problem. As it gets closer to Halloween, maybe you will sell more. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I will. We'll see. It'd be nice if I could do like a Halloween art market or something, but I don't know. I think they canceled it. They canceled the Halloween art market that's local, so I'll have to see if I can find something to sell at. I think the costume stuff would do pretty well at a Halloween art market. I'm always scared to sell at like local art markets though, because I just feel like people just think that my stuff is for kids. Oh no, I dropped him. If these pins do well, maybe I will draw some other little animals covered in frosting and sprinkles. Maybe like a bunny, or like a kitty, a puppy. There was a Summerween festival in Ogden? Really? I don't know how people hear about these things. I never hear about anything. Why wasn't I selling at Summerween? I tried to get into a couple Halloween festivals that were like in California and Idaho, and I didn't get into them. I think I could have gotten into the Idaho one, but it was too close to Anime ID, so I couldn't do 2 weekends in a row. I had a friend sell candles there. Well, why didn't you tell me that I could have been selling candles at Summerween? Just kidding, I wouldn't sell candles. But I could have been selling there. Why didn't you tell me? Was it like... Except for, was it last weekend? Was it the weekend that I was gone? Because then I couldn't have done it. I bought all these like cute Halloween decorations for like a Halloween art market last year and then they canceled it, so I would have been ready. I could have dug out the Halloween decorations and made a spooky booth. How are the new display lights? They just posted pics. Oh, so you didn't know until they posted the pics? I need to look into it so that I know for next year. The display lights, so I charged them up and I did a test the other day. And they seem to be okay. They don't last as long as I would prefer, but they should last long enough. They lasted about 7 hours. And now I think one of the days I have at Otakon, I need to be there like 12 hours. So it's not going to last a full 12 hours. So I'm probably going to have to figure out how to like plug them into like a battery pack or something. But they would have at least lasted the time that we were at Anime ID if we had had them. Hopefully that works good enough. Because I can't afford those. Can't afford those photography lights that actually would have probably lasted the entire day. I got a couple little clip-on book lights that I was going to use as little spotlights. Those only lasted about 6 hours before they died. Other than that, I don't know. I bought some battery packs, like some power banks, and they were kind of crappy, so I'm sending them back to Amazon. It was a really big battery pack, but it took all night and then a few hours to charge 20%, which was not going to work. And then I found out that I couldn't bring them on the airplane, so that super wasn't going to work, so they're going to go back to Amazon. And I'm going to have to replace them with some smaller ones that can go on an airplane. But I did test the big battery bank with the Death Taffy neon sign, and it lasted about 8 hours before it died. So I guess a smaller one is only going to last about half that. So it'll take like two smaller ones to power the neon sign. I think I'm limited to the amount of battery power banks I can take with me on the plane though. So I don't know what to do about that. Sounds like I can only take maybe 2 or 3. I didn't know that they were limiting them. I didn't know that you could like only take certain ones on the plane until I noticed that on the bigger one it said do not take on a plane. And I was like, oh, do they mean like don't pack it in your checked luggage? Because I knew that you could pack them in your checked luggage. So then I looked it up and there are like restrictions on how big of a power bank you can actually take on the plane. Looks like it's limited to like 20,000 milliamps. Anything bigger than that's really not allowed. And of that, I think you can only bring like 2 or 3. So I've got to figure that out. The lights also have lithium batteries in them, I think, so I don't know how that's gonna work. If you know, contact me and let me know. Do the new lights have a low mode? Yeah, they do, but they're not super bright on the low mode. They're pretty dim. The brightest mode isn't super bright. I could maybe go one notch down and maybe be okay, but more than that, and they're like not doing anything. So for like home conventions, I definitely think we need to look into maybe just updating the lights that we have that use the big batteries. But for the away conventions, I think I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that they don't last all day. Even if we could figure out how to take the lights, the new lights, and maybe run them off the big batteries, I'm sure you could probably figure that out. I know the heavy battery from the old lights is okay on a plane because it's not lithium, but then it's heavy. Oh. That's interesting. But it is like 6 pounds. I think we would have to figure out how to change the connectors or something. Because I can't remember, but I thought the wires for those lights ran into like little round connectors that then just like clipped with like little, I can't remember what they're called, those little alligator clips that kind of clip onto a battery. And I think we would need to maybe rig it up to work with like USB cord lights so that we could run the more modern lights off the old battery. But you probably would know more about maybe what we needed to get that to work. We for sure are going to want to figure that out before November, because I'm definitely going to want nice lights for DesignerCon, because we've got to go all in on that display. That was a very expensive table, and it's a very high-end convention, I think. I'm not sure. It looks like something where people go and spend a lot of money on vinyl figures that they think are going to increase in value, and like NFTs and kind of stuff. Man, that's gonna be a whole nother worry, but at least after Otakon we've got a couple months to figure that out. I gotta get making some blobbies and some shroomies. I've been messing with the blobbies. I might have a few for Otakon of the old style faces if I can get the painting to work, but I've just been struggling getting the painting to look like nice and also not take like 6 years to get them painted. I also want to have some custom pogs done before that convention. I didn't get them done in time for Otakon. I'm so slow at drawing art. And I'm not going to have a lot of new art for Otakon, so hopefully I can still sell my old art. I think a lithium battery of the same size for the old lights will weigh half as much, but will be barely the limit of the capacity that's allowed. Maybe 96 watt hours, and there's a limit of 100 watt hours. Yeah, I think the ones that I bought, not that they were really working because they weren't charging very fast, were 102 watt hours, which meant I couldn't take them on the plane. They were still pretty heavy, but if they were going on the carry-on, it didn't matter. I'm not sure. You'll have to call me and we can try to figure it out. Only got a few more bats left to go. Woo woo! So far, none of them have had any flaws, which is good. I don't think you can see it on camera, but I paid a tidbit extra to have the enamel that they put on it have glitter in it, so they sparkle a little bit. What a pile! Yep. This is what 50 pins look like after you put them all on the cards. I've got one more after this one right here. And then I have to count them and make sure there really is 50. And they didn't short me. Or, possibly, sometimes they give you extras. If they shorted me, then they shorted me, because I already contacted them and complained about the keychain problem. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, by the way, you didn't give me this many pins. Because I was too lazy to count them before I contacted them about the keychains. Because keychains were a little bit more problematic than I was worried about the pins being. How you see. How ook. This is the last one. Woo! How much will these sell for? I'm thinking about maybe $8. I have to go back and check how much I spent on them. Anywhere from 5 to 8, depending on how much I spent on them to begin with. But there we go! They're done! Woo! A popsicle with a little stick is just a chewy popsicle. It's true, but it also looks really weird. I guess I should have brought some down here to show you, but that little tiny stick on those big popsicles don't look very good at all. They look like a mistake was made. And a mistake was indeed made. They look like it. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna call it. We made it about an hour and we got through all of our pins. We've got stuff to do. We've got more horns to make, more molds to make, more panicking to do, more, I guess, lights to figure out. Lots to do before Otakon. They look special and exclusive. No, they just look bad. They just look bad. I can't glue the gumballs to the eyes because they're too big. But they'll be making their way to a mystery bag near you. And then you can have a special and exclusive big rabbit with a tiny stick. Buena suerte? Is that good night? I don't know what that is. I don't speak Espanol. Alright, well, I'm gonna say goodnight. Thanks everybody who joined and hung in there with the bad sound at the beginning. I really don't know why my microphone wasn't working. It was plugged in, but thanks for hanging in there and chatting with me. Maybe we'll do it again. Oh, it means good luck. Well, thank you. Hopefully it will have good luck. I don't know. I would say we'll see you next week, but I don't know. I might just panic and not have another live stream again for a couple weeks. We'll see. If I've got something to do and I'm not in full panic mode, then we'll have another live stream next week. If not, then I might see after Otakon. We'll see how it goes. But goodbye, everybody. Good night. Have a good one. Bye.